Hi friends, it's Sarah, the owner and maker behind Multifarious Nature. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you guys are new viewers, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm glad you guys are here for another episode. Hopefully it won't be a really long one. Like I'm always saying that, but I have a lot to talk about. So I'm wearing my Shake It Up shawl from, years ago. This is the first one I've ever made. Love this pattern. If you're looking for a really fun pattern for an Advent, it's not designed specifically to be used with an Advent, but it's a really fun way to use lots of fun colors, and there's different patternings, brioche. I think there's some lace work in it. It's just really, really fun, and it's a really good way to test out different stitches too. So I do actually have a couple Advents in the shop if you are interested. Yeah, we'll get into the shop update end of things. My room's a little chaotic here. I have my t-shirt on because I'm going to be outside washing fleece here shortly, but I just wanted to give you guys, so that's part of the shop update. I'm going to be washing more fleeces, which is exciting. I have, I think, a good 15 fleeces that I need to process. I need to wash them before the winter, but because I do not store dirty wool, so I always wash it before the winter during the summer. And this summer was a little extra chaotic because I was preparing for Michigan Fiber Festival. So yeah, that's why they didn't get washed right away like they normally are. And I'm really hopeful that I still have lots of hot, I know some might be mad at me for saying this, but I hope I have a lot of hot days still before the end of summer because I really need to get those washed and I need the heat for it to dry. I lay them out in our yard. And especially on our cement, we have some blacktop cement, and that really helps it dry quicker. So that's something I'm going to be doing today after I'm done recording. I will get that going for the first soak and eat lunch because I haven't eaten yet. I'm so grateful my mom's here helping take care of little Evelyn so that I can record with you guys. I am recording on Friday, and yeah, I have to say, so I'm going to talk about Michigan Fiber Festival because it's really exciting and that just happened this past week. So as a follow-up to Michigan Fiber Festival, which by the way was amazing. Thank you all so much for those of you that came out and supported the vendors and like came into our booth, said hi. It was so nice to meet you. I did meet a few of you, which is awesome. And it's so special. This community is so special. And it has helped me through some incredibly difficult times. So I just have to say thank you so much. And that doesn't seem to cut it. It doesn't seem to cover it. But I just, the words, they do not cover how much it meant to have you guys come out and talking to other vendors as well. Like it is a really special event. So if you've never gone to Michigan Fiber Festival, it's in Allegan, Michigan. It's always the third month. I'm pretty positive it's always the third weekend, not month. Third weekend of August. So I think they put up the dates. I think it's going to be August 18th through 22nd. It starts like I think the Tuesday for classes, and Wednesday and Thursday are classes, but then Friday and Saturday and Sunday are the vendors. So it's a really great event. If you want to make like a nice long weekend, you can camp there. It's just really nice. Their facilities are great. So if you're looking for a place that you don't have to like dig a hole, to use the restroom, it's really nice. It's silly that I'm talking about that, but really, like you never know with certain campgrounds. It's actually a really nice area. I've never camped there. I would like to do that sometime, but we haven't done that. And just it was wonderful. So my mom and my dad came out and helped. And actually, it was a whole family affair. I had my siblings come out and, some of their significant others, and everybody helped me set up and helped me tear down. And it was really special, the support, like having the support from everyone. And, yeah, and having my mom and dad there to help with the selling, it was just really fun. And, chatting with them, and I could tell they really enjoyed it too. So you could feel it from everybody that was vending, and I heard it from many as well. It's just a really great atmosphere, and the support, like so many people I talked to that just stopped into the booth to say hi, check out what I had, which was awesome. And like they would ask questions, and I would give them my knowledge that I know. I only know what I know. and they shared things they've learned, like taking classes and stuff. And it was just really cool. Like we both are learning, and I don't know, it's awesome. So I highly recommend going to Michigan Fire Festival if you are able to. If traveling is not something that you can do, hopefully there's a nice, fun fiber festival near you that you can attend, because I think it's excellent to support each other, like your local vendors and those that travel too. And because we pay for our booth, so it really it meant so much that you guys came out. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I went on and on. I think long enough. You guys probably want to know a little more about shop update end of things. So shop update. Speaking of which, this Saturday, which it is Saturday, you'll be seeing this the day of. So today, Saturday, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be putting the all the listings will be updated at that point. So any listings that have been up for a little while, I've redone inventory. I have added those to it. So I had a few that were originally like pre-order colorways, and they're no longer pre-orders, but I do have the bases that are currently in stock. So it's all in stock yarn. So I have some advents in stock. I have in stock yarn that's been added. Speaking of the yarn, there is a new base that I just added to the shop. And it's really fun. So I first kind of announced it at Michigan Fire Festival, and now it's going to be on the website. So it's my Linen Dream Base. It's really beautiful. It is an 80% non-superwash merino and then 20% linen. It's very soft, super squishy, and I'm excited to work with it more. I'm already eyeing these colors. So you'll notice most of these colors are in a certain family, and that's because I am a purple fanatic. So I do have quite a few purple leaning colors here, but I do have another one as well, and I definitely want to dye up more colors on this base. So actually in the comments below, if there's a certain colorway, like if you like greens, dark green, something like that, if you'd be interested in seeing that on the linen base, definitely let me know that, or any base down below, because that really helps me, because as much as I like to dye up the colors I want to make sure I'm dyeing up things that you guys want to buy as well. Yeah, so these are the colorways that are currently in the shop on the linen base, and it's the Linen Dream. So I have a lilac, which is a beautiful light, I'd say cool, but it's like a almost neutral purple. It leans cooler. It's tonal, and yeah, love this color. I want to make a tank top out of this so bad. I was talking to Fawn of Fawn Knits, and her top was absolutely beautiful. She knit up a tank top, and I'm pretty sure she did it within like a week. It was very impressive. But she made a good point, like, she wanted something for the hot weather, and I have short sleeve tops that I've knit up, which I wore, but I would love to have a tank top. And the next one is Amethyst. So this is actually what I named it, because I was trying to figure out a name for it. So Amethyst is a super vibrant, punchy purple, and it's like a pinky purple. Really pretty. Also want this one and a tank top. I think this would make a really pretty tank top. Love this color. Purple is my color. Purple is my color. And then, again, purple, but red leaning purple. We have Plum, which is gorgeous. You can see the little flecks of linen more in this colorway because it's such a deep, rich color. But Plum is going to be in the shop. And then Mossy is a color I have had in stock, but I put it on this base. So I really want to show you that because this is much lighter than the Superwash Merino. It just took the color differently because non-superwash is not like slick and smooth. It has still the little bit more woolliness. It's very soft because it's merino, but it has more of a halo, which makes the color look lighter. So I did actually photograph it to put on the listing because I think it's important in case you're expecting it to be a really dark green. It's going to look lighter. Okay, So that's the Linen Dream base. That is a new base. I would like to keep that in stock, especially during the warmer months. I realize that like all year round there are areas with climates that are warmer, but I do tend to lean into my own climate here in Michigan. So because the summertime, I would like to have that linen base. I think I will have it all year round, though. I think it'll be more during the warmer months. Some other fun stuff in the shop. So it's always so incredibly helpful going to events because you find out from people like what they might have more questions about. When online, sometimes people don't always share what they have questions about. And I just realized my phone might not be on silent. Okay, good, it is. So this is an analog row counter. So I've made a few of these in the shop. I have, many of them are one of a kinds, but some do have like a couple in each design. So an analog row counter, I haven't talked about them in a while. They have a little anchor point at the bottom, and they are numbered. The little circles are 1 through 0. And then you have a little progress keeper that tracks your tens place. So if you put that in the little ring that's labeled 1, that marks your tens place. So when you first start off and you're knitting 1 through row 10, you put your little progress keeper down at the very bottom, attached to like your little, I guess I call it like a weight at the bottom. And then as you're knitting it, this is on your knitting needle. So I find, I don't know about you guys, but the rings that are counting rings or the clicking little device, I have to remember to do that. And sometimes I forget because, I'm like in the midst of knitting and I don't think about it. Where this is on the knitting. So like as you're knitting, you have to pass it to get past it. So if you just remember, all you have to do is put the needle into the circle below the number that you're in, you're going to be doing it anyway. So it's really excellent. I love it. I use these all the time. I have a couple of these myself that I kept for myself. And I have them as samples, but it's something that like at the show, they were in the bags and I think it was confusing to folks, but seeing it in action. So that's what an analog row counter is. And I do have those in the shop. They take a bit of time to make, but they're really fun and they're cool because they have little different gemstones and stuff on them. They're pretty. All right. Next thing that I have in the shop is kind of a unique thing. It's not exactly fiber oriented, but I'm calling it fiber adjacent because when you're wearing really beautiful sweaters, sometimes it's fun to have a really fun necklace that you wear with it. So I've made some statement necklaces. They're varying they're one of a kind. Each one is their own little statement necklace. And they have names that go with them based on like the color and such. So this is the amber blue one. And they're layered and intricate and a lot of work went into them. They're just really, really fun. This has some like turquoise beading on there and blues. And again, some of these beads are upcycled from vintage jewelry. I just wanted to make them very layered, fun, one-of-a-kind pieces. So like that's one of them. I'll show you another one. This one is the ice blue pearl necklace. Just really fun. These are like faux pearls in here. And then there's a few, I have the little freshwater pearls that I attached to it, a few of them. So it's like some are faux pearls, but then I do have freshwater pearls in there. A lot of glass beads. So really fun. Definitely would be nice as a gift. They do come with handmade little bags that the necklace comes with. So it's an amazing gift to give to somebody. If you see something and you're like, ooh, that looks like so-and-so. This one is the purple pinks. Really beautiful glass beads in here. And of course, we got to have some of the pink stones as well. It's really fun. So And there's some pearls on this one as well. All right, so and here's the last one. I just made a couple, and I just thought they were so much fun. This one is bronze, copper, turquoise. Huge. This one has some significant weight to it. It's really pretty. It has these really neat, larger chunks of stone that have like the turquoise in them. It's just really, really pretty. Lots and lots of layers. Really fun, but that one definitely has some weight to it if you want a nice statement necklace. Okay, so those will be in the shop. I just kind of want to talk about those because if you go into the website, you might not immediately think about looking at them because it's kind of something different and unique. But I will have those on the site as well. And then last but certainly not least, we have Little Miss Evelyn. So thank you, thank you, thank you. There were many of you that supported our adoption efforts for Little Miss Evelyn and purchased her, they're like wrap. I brought one as an example. They're wrap headbands. I'm sure you've seen them before. So I hand cranked them. I have a knitting machine, so that made it faster. And 100% of the profits from these will go towards our adoption fund for Miss Evelyn. This is just one of the examples. There are 20 different ones currently in the shop, and they're all different. So every single headband is different. You will find a number corresponding with the headband. So you just pick which number you want. And then I think it's the last slide. It does say on there child size. They were smaller. And so I just called that section the child size. They would be better for children. I think if you're an adult and have a smaller head, then maybe you'd be fine. But if you're an adult with a larger head, you'd probably be uncomfortable. So I put those as child size. And you'll see, I think there's 5 of them, and they're on the last slide of photos on the website. But 100% of the profits go towards her adoption, which is so incredibly helpful and really appreciated. I really appreciate you guys and all your help. If you don't want a headband because you don't see one that fits your fancy, they'd be great gifts too if you want to give that as a gift. But also, I have the link to actually it's our baby registry, but the link is on there, and we do have the adoption fund there where all of your funds go directly to that adoption fund. So there's no shipping fee or anything on that. So if you do feel so inclined, no pressure, but if you do feel so inclined, it's incredibly appreciated. This process has been unique, to say the least, and eye-opening and just amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank you for everyone who has supported us in any way, be it your time, your gift or your treasure. It means so, so much to us. So thank you, thank you. All right. And what else do I need to talk about? Oh, I almost forgot. Bitty Bats. There's just a few Bitty Bats left because a lot of them did sell at Michigan Fire Festival, which is awesome. And I hoped that would be the case. So Bitty Bats, I don't think I ever talked about them on here because it was something that I came up with kind of just before the festival. So as I made bats, my bats are usually 100 grams. I think I have a North Country Cheviot that I have 2 different sizes. So I have 120 grams majority, and then I think I have 2 100 grams left in that. It's a beautiful brown. But if you are looking for just like to try something, like you just want to try a bitty bat, it is great at the festival because you can pick what breed you want. But the bitty bats are random. So like if you order them, I will just grab one and it will be whatever. But I can tell you what I currently have of the bitty bats when I put them live. I have some Icelandic. I have Shetland from our girls. I actually have a little bit from ours. So what happened is as I made the bats, I had like remnants that were under 50 grams. And so I just made it so they were about 20, if not a little bit more. So about 20 grams. And that way you can just try something. And it's perfect because when you spin it up, it's like making a mini skein. So it's really fun. So you can use that as a scrappy project if you want, or again, as like a breed study, like a little sampling. So that's kind of a fun thing that I have in the shop. And again, it's just until they run out. I only have a handful of them left. So it's like first come, first serve. So hopefully you get one if you really want one. If not, I do foresee adding those to the shop in the future because they're fun. They're like a little snack, and why not, right? Okay, so now we're going to talk about Michigan Fiber Festival. I'm not talking about any knitting projects because I totally left it upstairs. I'm going to be really transparent. I left it upstairs. And as much as I'd love to go grab it right now, I'm not going to do that to you guys. This video will be long enough as is. So this is not going to be a typical, this is my Michigan Fiber Festival vlog, really. I usually do a Michigan Fiber Festival vlog, and because I was a vendor, I added my vending end of things to this video, but this is my Michigan Fiber Festival one. Oh my goodness. Sorry for the noise. So I do have the finds. I did purchase a few things. I did not go as wild as I have in the past. I had to control myself, as you know, our circumstances have shifted. So priorities are quite different, but I did find some treasures, and I did hit hard one of the booths, and you know, it's hard not to. So if you've never met Kat from Lair the Llama, you need to stop by Lair the Llama. She's so sweet. So sweet. Wonderful woman, and beautiful colorways. If you're into hand-dyed yarn, if you are into hand-dyed fiber braids. So currently I do not dye any of the wool that I work with. I do foresee that shifting in the future, but I will always do bats. I don't think I'm going to ever do braided fiber, just because I really like to hand process the wool. But some things that I found from Miss Kat, I bought a few things from her. I went a little nuts, I'm not gonna lie. So, full disclosure. And in the effort of full disclosure, I will be completely honest, one of these were gifted to me, which was incredibly kind of her. With our adoption and everything, she gave me a mama gift, which was so sweet. So I will disclose that one was gifted to me. But yeah, so these are the ones that I picked out for myself. This is absolutely gorgeous. So Dusk in the Pines. It is a Polworth. Let's see, 63% Polworth, 37% wool, and viscose neps, and it is a 4-ounce roving. It's absolutely beautiful. So pretty, guys. This is just gorgeous. So this color is very fall oriented to me. Dusk in the Pines. This feels like fall. It feels like fall in the best way. You got your greens, you've got your rich reds, deep blues, the neps. I've not ever worked with Polworth before, so this was kind of a fun experiment to try something new. So I got that one. And the other one that I picked up at the event is a Lovely Reminder. Now, I think she's discontinuing this colorway, or it's the base. I'm not 100% on either of that. It could also just be because I take that back. I think it's because this is her old branding, her old label. So I think that's what it really is. But it's called Lovely Reminder, and this is, again, Polworth. From the Falkland Island. It's 100% Polworth. So I'm really excited to try it. Something different. Beautiful, deep reds. Some pink in there, and some yellow. And I thought that was really fun. And what was incredibly sweet of Kat is she actually gifted me another one. So this one is the same. So I have 2 of these now, which is so awesome. That's a significant amount. So I can definitely make something with that. Maybe a shawl. That would be really pretty. I'm not certain what I'm going to do with it yet, but that is really fun. So she did gift me one of those. And then I went on her website because one of the colorways she actually had at home, because she doesn't bring all of her braids with her. She brings a lot of them, but not all of them. And this one was not there, or at least she had more at home. I think that's probably what probably really was, is that she brought some, it sold, and there was just some at home. So Colors of Fire, this is 100% Cormo. Again, I haven't worked with Cormo before, so I'm really excited by that. But Colors of Fire, oh my gosh. This is the color I was looking for, like, out of everything. This one, and then that Dusk in the Pines. But then I saw the other one for sale, and I was like, I have to buy it. It's just so pretty. So, but this one, I was on a mission for it. So I did go on her website. she offered free shipping, which is really fun that she does that for the week after the festival. But it has this really bright, like, fuchsia type colors in here. It's really pretty. It does. It reminds me of flames, and I'm such a pyro. So naturally, I needed to buy that and have it in my life. So I bought that one, and then I did buy another one. I usually don't go this nuts. I usually buy from a lot of different vendors, but it's when you're vending, it's so hard to get away from your booth sometimes. My parents were really great about saying, like, go around and find stuff, but also I needed to control myself. So I did buy a lot, but I also controlled myself. This one, I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. Sorry, I'm gonna make a lot of noise. It is A Kiss to the Night. It is a 80% targi, 10% bamboo, 10% tussa silk. So it has a whole lot going on in here, and it's really pretty. I think this one might have been on sale on her website. I think it was on sale. But I just loved the colors. This reminds me of a sunset in Michigan during the summer. That's just what it reminded me of. And I thought it was so gorgeous. And I wanted to mess with this base because it has so much in it. It has so many different things going on. So I thought, why not? Have some fun. So, to be fair, 2 of these colorways were full price and 2 of them were on sale. So, there's my excuse. Okay, and then I just bought a little bit more after that. So that was the main fiber that I bought. And then this was kind of a fun thing. So I bought this, and I'm going to mess with it and see if it's something I want to add to a few bats and just throw in the shop. Jehovah, Jireh Farm and Fibers. I am so sad. So I just found out. I did not know this. But my mom talked to the vendor and told me after the festival, so this was after we went home, that they're no longer going to be vending, which is really sad because I think they're trying to retire from it, which I get, right? But, so I bought these wild, they are degummed silk cocoons. So here's one that I fluffed. So all you do is you like fluff it, and voila. You can add this to bats, and it's going to add that super soft little fluffy textured bits of silk. I probably have to cut it, I'm assuming, because I think it's going to be continuous. So if I just kind of cut it into little chunks and then add it to my bat, no idea. I've never worked with it before, but I just thought, how fun is that experiment, right? So that'll be really fun. Something to try. I got 4 ounces, so plenty to mess with because you just add a touch of it, and it'd be fun to add some texture to some bats. And if it ends up being super fun, I might add it to a few in the shop. All right, and then the last booth that I went to, I think it's called Hill Creek Studio. They're usually in this really cool like safari tent outside, and it's basically, I think it's a yarn shop kind of thing, and they have all kinds of fun stuff. And I picked up I think you call this like a yarn gauge. When you're spinning, you can put your ply back on here and see what you're spinning at. I don't have one of these. I always just kind of guess. So this has your weight from lace weight to bulky weight, which is really nice. Love that. And you just lay your plied back strand across here, and then you can see like where you fall. Which my hand spun Amanita, which I was trying to figure out if it was fingering weight, it actually does lean more sport weight, which is what the rose cardigan calls for. So yay! So glad about that. Anyway, and then I picked up a Diz. So I have yet to buy a Diz. You don't have to buy a Diz, but I wanted one. I've wanted one for a long time. It's beautiful. It is ceramic, and it has all these different sizes in here for roving pulling, and you can pull it off of your drum carder with this. And it's just, or if you've combed, it's a really fun way to do that. So I did invest in it. But that was kind of a fun little treasure that I picked up. So yeah, that was what I purchased at Michigan Fiber Festival. I did not go to Old Mill Yarns. I usually always do Baker Studio. I didn't. So after the festivals, I was fried. I was so tired, so tired. I am the biggest introvert. Like I am a huge introvert. And going to this event was so much fun, and I had a great time. But I was so tired. Like, I was so tired that when I got home the first night, it took me hours to complete a task. It was unbelievable. That should not take me that long at all. That I had to do on my computer. So it's one of those things where I love these events, and I think everybody that participates loves the event. But by the time you're done, you're so tired. Like you're just pooped. So it was awesome. Great turnout on Friday. Excellent turnout Saturday. And I was actually very impressed by the turnout Sunday. There were actually folks that came out, and it made me really happy because you just never know that last day if you're going to get anybody, and we did. So that was excellent. So again, everybody that stopped by, thank you so much. And you definitely should check out Michigan Fiber Festival if you've ever been curious or you've been looking for a fiber festival to attend that isn't, Rhinebeck, New York Sheep and Wool, which I would love to go to that once, like just to say I've gone to experience it. But it's a 12-hour drive for us. So like, I don't know. We'll see about that. But I would like to even go to the Wisconsin Sheep and Wool. I think that would be a lot of fun. At the moment, I am only vending at Michigan Fiber Festival. I did sign up for next year. So if you were wondering if you wanted to go, thinking about if you want to go, put that on your calendar. I think it's the 18th of August, the third weekend in August of 2027. Plan on it. You should come say hi because I would just love to meet you. And yeah, I think that would be really fun. And there's so many treasures. Actually, I met a lot of felters, which is really interesting. I didn't realize there were so many people that love to felt. Yeah, that was really cool. So, see? Fiber Festival, you learn so much. All right, I need to get like elbow deep in a really dirty fleece. But I will keep you guys posted. I'm going to try to like video record some of what I'm doing. It's really hard to do when your hands are in the filth. But I'm going to try to record some of it just so you can kind of see what I'm up to. I have some really cool fleeces coming up that I want to get in the shop. Again, it's never fast. It's a very slow process, but my hope is that I can become more efficient now that I'm here with Miss Evelyn. It's always hard because she's priority, but when she's sleeping or napping, I am going to do my very darndest obviously there's things around the house I have to get done too, but I'm going to do my very hardest to work on the bats and everything, and picking wool, which is incredibly therapeutic. If any of my friends out there they like have a hankering and they want to help pick wool, let me know. I would love your help. My mom, when she's here, will help pick wool, and I just love it. She gets a kick out of it too. She enjoys it. So yes, if you want to help pick wool, by all means, you reach out. You do have to live locally, but because you have to come over and visit. But yeah, that would be awesome. I love the help, and it's fun. It's easy to chat while you're picking wool. All right, I think that's it. I think I babbled on long enough. One more thing about the shop update. I do have the minis. So I have a bunch of mystery minis that I've dyed up that are just all kinds of colors, textures. Some of them were tests, like I was testing out color patterns to see if I wanted to replicate them. So a lot of them are very much one of a kind. It's really fun if you want to make your own advent, scrappy project. They are $7 each for 20 gram skein, or you get two 10-gram skeins for $7. And it's a mystery. So what will happen is if you order that, I will literally reach in there and just go, okay. And if I reach in and grab a 10-gram, then you're going to get two 10 grams. If you order yarn with that, I will try to kind of coordinate it with what you've ordered. But, again, that's what I would put with what you've ordered. And it doesn't mean you have to. but yeah, I think that's it. I did enough babbling. But I hope you guys are well. I hope you are making, and definitely let me know in the comments below if you went to Michigan Farmer Festival, if you found any fun treasures. I always love hearing what other people find. It's amazing. Sometimes things are right in front of your face and you didn't even see it. So definitely put in the comments what you might have snagged, picked up. I'd be curious to hear about it. But until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will catch up with you soon. Take care.